And okay, let's hop into our second draft of Secrets of Strixhaven. Without further ado, just kidding, there's further ado. We gotta wait on the seats to fill. That was funny. I watched a YouTube video where somebody else mentioned it in their video, but like, there's this thing where people will be like, without further ado, let's get on today's video. But first, advertisements. Like, my brother, that is literally further ado. One more seat to fill and we can fire off this draft. There we go. Now, without further ado, let the drafting begin. I said seat 8 without further ado. There we go. Oh, math magics. Wild Growth Archaic. 2 mana 0/0 with Converge. Trample and Reach. Whenever you cast a creature spell, it enters with X additional counters, where X is the number of mana spent to cast it. I'm gonna be honest, Converge seems like it's just working for whatever reason. I don't have any reason to not try it. We've got green. This also lets us stay open for like Quandrix or Wither. Braid is just good removal. There are a few artifacts, but mostly it's just that 3 damage at instant speed. Fractal Tender seems like a good one to pick naturally here. Red-green isn't really a thing here, though. But we are looking at Converge, maybe, so... I think just taking a Braid is the right call here. It also keeps us open. Like, if our pool is crazy, we can drop Wild Growth Archaic. And just have a 44 other amazing cards here. Impractical Joke for removal, I think. Lightning Helix, your opponent matters. Discard any number of cards when it dies, then draw that many cards plus 1. I don't know if I'm going to be in Laurel, but like, that looks pretty solid. Let's just take the removal that we know is already good. Terramorphic Expanse, Studious first year, our fixing's already here. Exile 2 cards from your yard or pay 1 and a white. 3 mana 4/3 Flying Vigilance. If our yard has things, this is just good. We do have things. Stuff and things. Lorehold Charm. Seems pretty solid to me, but... 2 less to cast if one or more cards left your yard this turn. And I think Terramorphic Expanse is just the safer play here. Considering, again, we might be going Converge and we might be splashing for red, I guess. I don't know. The Wind can make pests. Thornfist Striker, 3 mana 3/3 with Infusion. This does just seem like it could be a really good card. We've already got the Wild Growth Archaic, too. I think I'm Quandrix Charm, Titan's Grave. This... I might just take the Titan's Grave here. Last Gasp is actually a removal spell. I think we take Titan's Grave here. Jund isn't exactly where I'm trying to go in a set where there's just not two of those. I mentioned it already, but like, in the recording they're not gonna know what I meant, but here on stream, I'm already mentioned there's not like Gruul or Rakdos, so being on Jund and Strixhaven is not quite where you want to be, but Converge, draw X. I think we're looking at Converge right now, so I'm over the one thing. Sack 2 lands, put 4. Your big Quandrix or multicolor decks would be interested in going up 2 lands for the price of 4 mana. Non-negligible effect of deck thinning. Embrace the Paradox. I think Planar Engineering. It looks like we're really going to go into Converge, in which case we don't really mind that we're looking at like Jund colors, because we're looking at Wooburg. So we can stop worrying about the lack of like 3-color support for that. And just focus on just being a 5-color good stuff deck. Planar Engineering, Titan's Grave, Terramorphic Expanse, we're off to an okay start. And I mean, if everybody who plays 5-color good stuff just gets to naturally raw dog and have all their colors perfectly online for reasons, I guess. Okay, that's not the artifact that ramps for any color. Makes treasure. I was very tempted to go with the Visionary Dance just because I can like channel to look at the top two, you know. Say, we need this land to make this work. Not that one. Fractal Tender came back around. Yeah, I think that's right. Divergent Equation. It was really good when that one opponent in the last draft played it. Sorceries. I'll throw that in the board. Oh, heck yeah. This is the Rampant Growth. That's exactly what more fixing. Fractal Mascot enters, tap down a creature. Fine to me at the top end. And if we're going to be somewhere more in Teamer, that can turn on our ability to use Quandrix and Prismari instead of going like Witherbloom plus red. And then the Titan's Grave is just there to... Yeah, that's dirt. Oh, hey, Splatter Technique. Got another studious first year with the Rampant Growth. Witherbloom Charm. Might be able to get away with this. Black Loathing Pest. Poisoner's Apprentice. Oh my goodness, what a great infusion ability. This must be insane second main. I think maybe we pump the brakes on the 5-color stuff. We do have Titan's Grave and the Wild Growth Archaic. And black is really good here. Dissection practice. Drain 1, pump a thing, -1. This could be insane in combat. I think the only time someone cast Simone's Experiment against me, they whiffed and got like 1 land or something. I'll take this, I think. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Converge, make 2 fractals, wait for a normal 2-color decks. Incredibly strong if you can spend 4 or 5 on it. Many drafters won't want it. This is mana fixing here that I think might wheel. This might do pest things for us. Shoot. Out of time to think. Terrafractal? We take that splatter technique and we're looking at maybe Witherbloom plus Quandrix. This looks a lot better for very little change here. We got the Bongwater Lumaret, a second Titan's Grave. I think we take the Lumaret because we're getting a little late here. We need to pump up the Witherbloom numbers. Paradox Gardens, however. Ooh, but we also got Environmental Scientist. Ooh. This is... We've already got a lot of fixing, so I think in the like tutors department, I think we take the Paradox card. Witherbloom Charm? Yeah, I think so. Shopkeeper's Bane, 3 mana, 4/2 trample, attacks gain 2. Gain 5, destroy a thing. You made Village Rights. I think we take the Witherbloom Charm. Dissection practice. Embrace the Paradox, a little weak. Adventurous Eater, 3 mana, 3/2. Have a bite. Put a counter on a creature and gain a life. I guess I'll take a second copy of Dissection practice, but I'm not super sure about that one. We take the last gas. That one's easy. Fractal Mascot, we already have one. 5 mana, 3/3 flyer, drain 2. Could also be pretty useful at the end of the game. Jeez, Arthropod. One in your hand or something. I'm out of time to think. Rare draft. Whatever. That's the only one there. 2 of those. Okay. Vast Land Scavenger, 3 mana, 4/4, Death Touch, enters prepared. Bind to Life, 5 mana instant. Mill 7 cards, put a creature from them on the battlefield. 3 mana, 4/4 Death Touch is already really good. Vicious Rivalry, 4 mana, pay X life, destroy all oh my goodness. We got good stuff in this pack. Locust Spray. Cycling, Wander Off, another Titan's Grave. This pack is insane. What do we even... I guess we just take a really good creature and hope something else wheels. Oh yeah, this thing is amazing. We're not in white though. I mean, we could splash for it, though. We've got plenty of fixing for it. Poisoner's Apprentice, 3-mana 2/2. This is insane post... like, second main phase card. The Newt's pretty good. I don't think I'm... Well, I got the 2 Dissection practice, right? It also works if I cast a removal spell? You know what? Let's get together as one. Oh. That's the Converge payoff we're looking for. Okay. We take that without thinking about it. Alright. Sweet. Quick Study fits in with our mostly Sultai deck pretty well. Campus Composer just really doesn't do it for us here. Another Terrafractal? Okay. I was looking at rare drafting the hard mechanics. I think we take the Terrafractal number 2. It's a 1/0, so you have to hang on. Cauldron of Essence. Whenever a creature control dies, drain opponent for 1. 3 tap, sack, return creature to the battlefield. Seems usable. Environmental Scientist, Bogwater Lumaret, Quandrix Charm. Counterspell unless they pay 2. Destroy enchantment, target creatures 5/5. I think we're going to take this, but something from here is probably going to wheel and be very playable in our deck. Hello, Morgana. What's up, cat? I don't have the webcam plugged in for this one. They can't see how adorable you are. You're just rolling around on the floor for yourself. 2-mana 2/2, enters, you gain a life. With the pay 3 to make it a 4/4. Okay. I think I'm gonna take the pestle. Sundering Archaic. Ooh. Yeah, we can move that, sure. Another Titan's Grave, or Wander Off. I think Wander Off. 5 mana. Could be a 5 mana, 5/5, 6/6, 7/7. I think the unconditional removal is the play here, right? Increment Ramp? That's also an option. I'm out of time to think about it. Poisoner's Apprentice, or we take the Form of Amity. No, I think we've got enough fixing, right? Really good removal here. 2 mana, 2/3, enters prepared, gain X life. Open the Grave, I think, is the play there. Run behind. Another one. Oh wait, it was Banishing the Trail. All the Lumerats might be there. Alright. My brain cannot keep up with my eyes right now. Okay. I don't like that removal spell compared to this one, which is just permanent. That's just okay. That's not the sauce at that mana cost anymore. We've got Sundering Archaic, Transcendent Archaic, and together is 1. Terrafractal, X +1/+1 counters on it. We're going to be doing a lot of ramps, so gain 2 life. I think it's kind of reasonable to expect this to be like a 4 mana 3/2 flyer that gains 2 life. And that's like at the low end. We've got Terramorphic Expanse, Paradox Gardens, Titan's Grave. 1 Plains is all we need to get that online. Because we've got the Rampant Growth, follow the Lumerets here. Oh, that looks pretty usable. Infirmary healer. I think this is just not necessary. The Hope Singer just seems really, really good. If it's online, we win. That's the vibe I'm getting from it. I don't think Pull from the Grave is going to be the play. Thornfist Striker seems useful. Keeping that. Keeping Blech. Cauldron of Essence. Keeping that. Best Mascot. This can get real big real quick. I've played against it in 2 of my games at pre-release, so I think it's worth hanging on to there. Planar Engineering. I think we keep that. Fractal Tender, I'm not sure about. It's our only 5-drop. I think Terrafractal is really good in our deck. At the beginning of each end step, though, if you put a counter on this creature, right? And since it's... You can cast it for 5 mana, so you have at least 5 mana, right? It's a 3/3. So... Greater than... You're going to get at least 2 triggers off of this, right? I mean, obviously it could be removed and stuff. If you can cast it, you can cast a 4-drop and another 5-drop. Make a fractal, 3 counters on it. So make a 3/3, make a 3/3. I only have these 5 cards here to follow it up with. I mean, I guess Wander Off, Planar Engineering, and Wild Growth are Keg too, but... And those tokens also aren't going to get the benefit from Wild Growth Archaic. So I guess I'll cut that. We're at 4217. I think we've got enough removal that I can go ahead and cut one of these dissection practices. I think I do like having 1 in the deck, but I think 2 is kind of not great. One of those cards that's better as just like a 1 of in limited here. So here we go. Converge doesn't have to be 5 to do that. 4 is plenty. As Richard Garfield intended. We've got Titan's Grave and the Terramorphic Expanse. 3 looks like a good time for one of these here. I'm playing first, so I can probably... Okay, yeah. 2 years will get Titan's Grave back. can block this. I can't because I'll do this. Instant speed. Yes. You lose one life, I gain one life. I will make my creature bigger, smaller. Might also sacrifice the one it's done plenty. One card skill. I'm okay with trading the Wind Rat for the Painter now. Ooh, not great. I need my 6th mana to play Sundering Archaic. But if I keep it up top, I can play it again. And I can just choose to gain 5. My opponent took the damage. They got a plan. Because I was able to spend exactly the 5 mana there. If I draw a land, I can Sunder it. It's got word 2 on it. This is 6 mana. Also, its mana value is too high for me. It's only a 3-3, so I think I actually should hold off on that. At least Surveil on the end. Pay the ward for this, and I think I should do that right now. Bong Water will trigger. Gain a life. Nice. It's a good thing this says mana value, because 7/7 is not something I'm excited about seeing on the other side of the table here. I'll take the 6. Find out instant or sorcery spell tokens. This is a creature. Just jam out the arcade here. Play the 7/7. Gain a life. Okay. Alright, sideboarding. Don't think I need to sideboard anything. I think I just hop into the next one. Good job, Automat. Actually, can we lock this game? I'm not excited by this hand without any swamps. I've got my other. We will be alright. Instant speed, I can damage the trails. I gotta check my bedroom air conditioner real quick because they, for whatever reason, these air conditioners are fundamentally incapable of doing different things at the same time. If one is on heat, the other one has to also be on heat. I'm not like a technician for a company of could go Woomerat and then Poisoner's Apprentice. I think I should Archaic Emil off the table. Okay. Okay. The air conditioner is off in my bedroom, which means this should warm it up. thing that is not also a pipe. I mean, I guess that explains the... I guess that perfectly reflects the conductor role, because the conductor is not like... Welcome onto the thing, fellow person who's driving the thing. I just heard a noise. I'm like, okay, I don't have reach, and this thing has trim. Can we double block there? Because I can do filtering essence things to bring back stuff and remove things. Uh-oh, what you got? What do you got? Only sorcerer speed too. And it's spent to cast, so I can't do that actually. What I think of is you lose a life, I get +1/+1, you lose -1/-1. Do that life this turn. Then activate essence to bring back poisoners on purpose. Sacrificing the bone give life to another flyer. And I guess if I cast Planar and then just on different basics, sacrificing swamp, and I guess also swamp. And then I'll grab a swamp and also a swamp. Wait, that was pathetic and embarrassing. That is not what that card does. It does 4 lands. Oh, my opponent's got it. At least it didn't matter like that. Alright, apron. I thought it like popped up like, alright, you're done, submit that these are the lands you want. I really need to slow down. Grab a swamp immediately, and then the only thing I'm missing is the 1 plains for the 1 white card in the entire deck. Yeah, this is... There's no stuff that I need to worry about, so I'm just gonna... I should know what Sylvan Library does, but I don't. Like, off the top of my head. Go for it. I'm so tired of this. Blood Archaic was really, really good with the 2 cards. Okay. Source number 2, we already do sources. 6'5" flyer gain 2 life. Seems really good. I have removal in my hand twice over a 5th land, and I can together pretty okay floor right now. If I ever find the planes, 4. Real close to that. I've got last gasp. Now I can't last gasp. I have to draw. Look at this art. I kind of really like this art. One drops an instant. I can and then I untap, swing for 6, together as one. I mean, hopefully. Infirmary healer 5, go to 12. Ooh, Terrafractal of their own. They paid it for X equals 0 to gain 2 life, and they're saying oops. If they hadn't said oops, I'd be like, alright, just to gain some life here. I don't want to use this round off. I just get the 3 damage. Let's see if we test something else. I know why I'm looking at Sylvan Library, but why are they looking at Sylvan? Something, I still have war presence significant enough to be lethal with together. I didn't just have lethal on that turn, so I gotta play here like I'm expecting more bad things to happen to keep me off of it. Hydro channel is fine. Shit. flash it in, cast instant speed. Okay, that makes sense. I still have the win. I just need to actually... I draw the cards, I deal 3 damage to Skyclave for Dark Wrath. Did I have fun in the match? It's another one of those games where I'm very neutral about the match. My opponent played kind of slow, but it was an interactive enough game. I usually respond with frowny face because there are so many miserable, awful games on Arena that I don't get prompted for. And then they'll, like, ask me if I'm having fun, like, during some, like, match where it's, like, neutral. And so I'm like, that match was not a sad one, but, like, most of the time I'm having miserable ones, so I'm gonna tell you I didn't have fun. Because if I don't, you'll be like, we don't need to change anything. It's like you just ignored the 27 other games where I would have told you I had a miserable time. You're picking and choosing your samples wrong here. Battle of Strixhaven between Leonardo and the Shredder. Anna's perfect. 1-2, so I can kill it with the dissection practice. I think I'm going to prepare for that. Plants, the one plant. You're fetching your one plant. Hello, coward. Carefully click. There have been times where I've clicked one land and then it chooses a completely different one, and I've like lost games. Then if you flash it, oh my goodness. No wonder that's a rare. That's solid board presence there. Ooh. Set up for 5 games. I think that's the safe play, right? opponent's on 4, not 5. It's a strong combat. This is an instant, so I can pass it. We get none of their attackers. I'll just select 0 targets for the +1. So we'll effectively take 1 on this board. Or I could go Withered Bloom Charm, Poisoners, and this, and get rid of the Glyph Mage. I think I want a really good blocker, though. So we'll go for 2 and 2. Go white, black, blue. My opponent's not going to be able to kill it and cast their flashback spell. They're going to get one or the other. Really good, though. For them. Land for... I gotta get this right. Withered Bloom Charm, but I wouldn't have gained life. Send past. Gain 5 life just for this. Still got card advantage. We can't just start activating our Surveil lands on Paradox Gardens or Titan's Grave yet. My opponent has Shattered Sanctum, so they've got a good dual land there, but they don't have Surveil. Honor-bound Page. 4 mana 3/3 first strike. Forms favor +0. Stunner Wild. That's not great. We gain 2 life, so we don't worry about missing out on sending the test. Yeah, we just tap out 4 different colors of mana. 9/8 flying, gain 2 life, and hold back blocks. Last thing we want to do is blow this lead. We don't even have the lead necessarily. got a chump blocker here. I think I just have to hold that. I'm not excited about that, but I think it's... They block there, they take 9, and they get me on the crackback. I would very much like to go on the offensive, but I cannot. Turns out that swinging Pterodactyl was a mistake. Just enters without 2 counters. 5 mana, 4/4 transfer reach. Another block. Land. Pass the turn. I'm gonna leave this wedding. Oh. My opponent can get double kill. That's very bad. It's very bad news. I have to trade my Pterodactyl for... Wait, no I don't. No I don't. I do have to lose my Thorn Fist to it though. Blocks. Flyer. I think I want to lose the cave. And then I've got 1 card in hand. Eats. Oh, trade. Okay. Over to draw me over 1. Nice. Okay, let's surveil 1 here. Okay, cool. I'm good to go right on. So is my opponent. I'm at a LaCroix again? They say you get headaches if you're not properly hydrated, if you're not exercising, or you're not eating right. Well, ate very healthy. I've been eating very healthy for a long time. I've been chugging LaCroix like nothing, and I exercised yesterday, so... I don't know, man. Exercise is correlated with me getting my headache pretty 1-to-1. I think we bottomed the dissection practice. Dissection practice. Open of Essence. Not a huge fan of the opener I've got here, but it works the best. I've got my main cards that I need. At least play something. That's going to be bad for the children. Got all my cards. Got hope. Has to sacrifice itself. Rampant growth. Can't do both at the same time. Cauldron of Essence. Maybe my opponent will blow it up now. I'm trying to save my Pterodactyl for a bigger, better turn later. They didn't do it. They're going to wait until we got the combat. Alright, fair enough. They're not even going to bother with it right now. 2-2 for no battery? Sure we will, right? I didn't gain life this time. Really is not looking good. Looking very much game 3. That last gasp, that's a thing. Can rampant growth, last gasp. I think that's the thing. Double black or double green? We want double green. I think I'll just so my opponent can respond. We gotta keep this first year chunk blocking. Oh, we're not gonna get to do that. You're taking at least 6 damage right now. Game 3. I'm gonna grab a pro. Yes, I will go first. Thank you. No black. No white. Banishing Betrayal, and that's it. I think I got a mulligan this. I mean, there are a lot of tokens, and it's a okay tempo play against the deck, but like 2 lands in hand, can't play most of my things, would need to surveil land to keep on top, or like non-land to the bottom. It would have to be any non-land too. I think I got it. Okay, that was a good call. I think Fractal's also requiring paradox cards. Think the quick start. GG's. Am I 2-0 now? Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can get those playing points and the big profit. All right. I was stretching my arms there. Cramped. Okay. We have 2 swamps, not 2 forests, so we can't play Vastling Scavenger. We can play Cauldron of Essence and Witherbloom Charm. Aside from that, we're sort of at the mercy of our deck in that way, right? We are on the draw, so we can get away with it a little bit more than we would on the play. The ability of Witherbloom Charm to either destroy a big threat early or gain us 5 life could give us the reach we need. I'm not super confident. This is for the marbles, so I think I'm gonna mulligan. Ooh, it got worse. It got worse. We're still in the draw though, so going to 5 isn't the end of the world. Adventure Forest, we've got Witherbloom Charm and just start on a bunch of things. Oh, this is really good. Well, we gotta keep this. This is bad. This is really bad. Nice. I'm just gonna kill also because I didn't think it was unreasonable, but I thought it was a logical, well thought out decision to, just got some of got a 6/6 to block with. So the problem is, look at the card advantage. I have a swamp and my opponent has 4 cards in hand, plus they've got their prepare spell, have a bite. To just get a little bit more value approved. It's still not looking great, just because I've got some solid creatures on the board. My opponent's got the resources. Unless they're looking at 4 basics, which I highly doubt because they missed a little lot last time. on the draw, so I can't have more lands unless... The Maseo, Vane's New Dean. 3 mana, 2/1 flyer. Pest. If you gained life, return a creature with mana value X or less, where X is the amount of life you gain. Okay, not great. Gain a life. There's nothing in the yard for them to reanimate. That's an interesting spot. Not happy about it, but I think that's the right choice. Not tap our dudes. Hold back our bodies. As is, we can keep it Seo. Probably have a bite, get a counter on it. Reach can't just eat it up and protect the tree. Honestly, cast that, swing in for 3 would be a really good. I'd have to make a hard choice there. I think just let it through for 3 damage is the right call. There's nothing for it to animate right now. Or reanimate. Just taking 3 damage. Definitely would rather do that than lose my crop replicate. This is a situation I'm just not being in. My opponent's also really sitting and thinking for a second here. Now I know for sure that they've missed a land drop. So now a new concern of mine is that they've just got really expensive big bomb spells in their hand right now that they're sitting on. Render Speechless. Reveals my command. Cards with 2 counters on. Well, I have rendered them speechless by only having a swamp in my hand. I was hoping I was holding something up. Closed for turn. Revealing that I have in fact completely just top decked another one. I was on a mold of 4, dude. If I wasn't willing to make the trade, I'm certainly not going to jump. Unless I lose the game. Another land. We are in grave. I think I need to top deck a terror, whatever the hell it's called. Terrafractal. That's a great name. I don't know why I forgot it. Because then we get the Converge pump, we can eat up the Maseo, gain some life. As is, we're taking at least 5 damage. They're in 3 colors. Come on. Really? That's what's going on here. That happened. As is. Alright, ready at hiding. This game was heavily weighed against me from the moment that I'm like, I can barely play with this at first hand, so I'm gonna on the draw, dude. I thought it'd be fun, and it got so... Our opponent revealing mountain is not good news for us. My opponent knows what they're doing. Reveal thy cards. Hast thou blundered, or are these slow rolling? I'm gonna deal 2 to the archaic and 1 to the striker, 2 to each. What's going on? They could flashback tone blast. I had to trade for the Adventure Seeder as well. I'd be at 1 and then they could deal 2 to the damage. Transcendent Archaic. This might be a little bit too late. If you draw 1 or more cards this way, discard 2 cards. Yes, I will draw cards, please. It's too late for the Terrafractal. I can cast one green charm at least. What would I use? 5 light? That's probably correct. I think with this card the Hope Center, right? Because I have to discard 2 cards. It has to be 2. I need to gain the life from through the green charm this time. It's terrifying. Second draw to gain 5 life. Stay alive. Another 2. Take 5. Take 2. I can't block that. Please don't have double strike. Actually, hang on. We might draw the Death Touch guy. Okay. I'm going to draw 4 cards, I'm going to deal 4 damage to Maseo, and I'm going to... Titan's Grave is going for turn. To get the life gain triggers off of that, but I don't care about that. Okay. Alright. Just slow down, take my time thinking here. Because if I can bring back this game from how awful it started, we will be in business. I can gain life first for anybody. cards in hand for opponent. Got 2 removal spells in my hand. Take that card. It's only a 2/2, so that'd be a 9-turn timer. But I'm hoping to play more creatures at some point in this game, right? So pass this one because I want to hold up both these removal spells. The way that I did that. I also don't want to end up decking myself here. Mardu is not known for mill win conditions, especially not in limited. I just need to worry about decking myself. Getting through 17 damage. So rail one. What's next? We will keep that on top. Swing for 4, please. I should have just ran out like this, knowing I've got 2 spells. They'd be at 11 right now. I didn't need to get them out of this. Graduation day. Got unconditional exile and next 3 in response to that. Okay. It's not. It's fast. I cannot mill 7 cards right now. I'm gonna go ahead and play the creature, but I'm not casting that spell. That would literally lose me the game. Bigger, swing for 8. What secrets do you hide? I think they're just stalling me now. They've been playing so immensely slow. I took time to think for like, destroy target tapped creature. Okay. got the mana, so that actually gets me more than putting it in the yard without milk. Sundering Archaic. Exile. Do that. And pull that mana I actually have 8 games. So we actually won that game. With how poorly it went, we actually won. Okay. Can't get cocky, can't get confident, can't get hopeful. We gotta stay locked in. Come back from that really bad start of having we should be able to get through if we can just get one good hand. Well, unlike the last one, this is not up for debate. This is a moment. Okay. This is probably a key. I think I put this swamp back on the bottom. Boomerats gets us more lands and creatures. Black is a good creature. Together as one is our big payoff, and we've already got all 4 colors on these 3 lands. So let's start with question is, are we even going to make it together as one? Now remains to be seen. 3 mana 3/4 is a decent body to block with, though. So as long as they don't leverage the Banemaker of pumping it constantly. Be like, alright, well now you have to block it. Like, use it to death touch. As long as that's this is a good time to do last dance. It's bigger. That gives us a 15-turn timer on this build. Five cards, and one of mine is going to draw a bunch. So not in the worst position. Render speechless. Well, there goes together as one. Either have more discard stuff, or they really think they can run me over. Maybe they can. I mean, they are Mardu on the play. Up 18 to 12 with a 3/3 on the board. They could get closed out real quick. 2 mana 2 instant from sorcerer's drain. they have a subtle one. Exact spell I was hoping they wouldn't have. Well, that's not good. Bring me for one off the trigger of repartee. I take the shot. If they find 3 more damage here, in Mardu colors, very reasonable that they could. Tap. I've got the other one to gain 4 and remove their... Oh, good game. Alright. Well, I don't think I made anything remotely close to a mistake in that game, so... That's just how the cookie crumbled. I gotta stay locked in. I will go first. Ooh. I can only play a 3-mana 2/2. I have to mulligan this, right? There's no way. This is much better. I think we put the planar engineering back because we don't need the fixing. It would only be ramp. And there were some pretty solid dissection practice targets, so we will bottom that, and we are good to go. Discard a card, discard the swamp. Target you. Is this a situation where we run out the 3-mana 2/2 for no value off the infusion tree? I want to say yes, but we are very low on cards, right? So I need to squeeze all the value. I would need to wait till turn 5 to do anything with a Rune Charm, then Poison Ivy. That means I'd be playing a land and saying go unless I top deck something good. If I were to draw the Archaic right now, that'd be pretty strong. Mascot's a decent card, but I can't do anything with it this turn. So all the same. Take the 3 as is. Of some 5 life to put a counter on Pest Mascot. Or I can go Forest Swamp, sacrifice Forest, because I at least have another green, and then the only card that would be bad to draw for that to draw 2 cards is... I just have to pass and do something. Destroy Okay, I can do something with that. Gain 5 life. Not the flashiest. Top decking lands. Okay. We do need to get to 6 for things, so that's fine. Just gonna pass. Save rail on there and stuff. Super telegraph play, which is fine. Okay, they've got Tome Blast to flash back, so clearly, if I block with Pest Mascot, we'll just need to, honestly, with any of these things. Just separate, I can't block I can take 6, and then if you want to protect units, you have to flash back to the Tome Blast and give me more time to do stuff. It's already been blocked and it doesn't have trample, so the damage is still going to be prevented. I'll take 6. What's going on? I'm not crazy, right? My opponent is playing as slow as humanly possible. Targeted Pest Mascots. It's a good thing. This entire match has been heavily RNG against me. The fact that I won game 1 is worth like 17 match wins as far as I'm concerned. That was so awful. The fact that I didn't get that back is in there. Second main 3/3 haste. Is my opponent actively just bad? Thing, surveil 1. I don't want either those to enter the battlefield. Honestly, I think Put that in the graveyard. Hope for something better. I need something good. That's not quite. But at least I can drain off of a trade or something. Also reanimate my apprentice. Less than 9 minutes remaining in your match timer. You will concede the match if it expires. I've got over 5 minutes more. Oh, this is sorcery speed only. Whoops. That's not good. They have artifact removal in their hand? Are they deciding whether or not to abrade Pest Mascot for the last 3 damage or take the Culture of Essence? If I top deck a Pest, I can do that. Okay. This. That was my only black source, so I can't activate the Culture. Can't attack. Back off. One here. That's doing this here. They can go really wide though. They swing all, I take at least 5. Raise Dead is also not good. Basically, I'm just going to 3 life. Up these 3 fools. But I really need some good stuff. That opponent sees the line. Gain a life. They can't Tome Blast it. And expect to win off of that. Block. Targets a creature, gains flying. No one pumps. But they can Tome Blast my Dome piece, right? So I'd go to 1, and then they get through for any damage. So I definitely have to lose someone. I think I said my only thought is that the Inky Mascot can gain flying, so maybe I should take it. Because the 4/2 I can block my 4/5 right now. Oh, they have a friggin' Hope Singer too. And I've top decked another one. I can sacrifice my Poisoner's Apprentice. slowly. I'd like to see that. The betrayal highlighted like it was some sort of creature that I haven't noticed. We're gonna do that one. Make a thing bigger. Pass the turn. Uncomfortably so. That's all I can do. And the next turn I can bring back the apprentice again and kill something. But that's if there's a next turn. Monstrous Rage would be pretty much game over on the spot. Targets a creature. Well, 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 look who's top deck land again. Really good card. Well, that's the turn. That'll keep me alive a little longer. Well, that's a problem. I take 4 in the air. They can't tone blast me for recall damage. Unless that's the other card in their hand is a second copy of Tone Blast. But I gain a life even when combat damage happens. I don't think there's like a lightning strike to the dome that I need to worry about. Take 4, gain 1, go to 3, reanimate. Gain 1, Tone Blast is lethal. Shit. This is really not good. I need to hang on to the hopes. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. I had every right to drop that F-word. Oh my goodness. Another freaking land while my opponent just keeps getting stuck. Blast me to 2, give their Ethan mascot flying as a result of... Oh wait, targets a creature. A creature. They can still Tone Blast me for 2. And swing for 4 in the air, so I have to lose Hope Sinner. I can't just take this. They've got lead. They've got it. They win. There's literally nothing. Oh wait, I drained one. I drained one more from my creature die. So I'm at 3, not 2. So for the moment, I'm alive. Tone Blast my dome. Tone my dome. Fractal. That is a huge top deck. Okay. I think I want to activate the Cauldron. So, first, we will activate the Cauldron. I want to bring the Apprentice back. Sacrifice the mascot. My opponent is going. Back fusion. Remove your fly. Then I can play Terra Fractal for 4. Thought I had more mana. Gain a bunch. My opponent's not in top deck mode yet, so maybe I should hold back on this. But also I should maybe got a chump block, got a block there, go there. If my opponent kills stuff, I drain them. So yeah, I think it's I think I've got it, but I really hope that's the case. 2 cards in hand, 6 mana. What do you got? All I can do is hope that they don't have crazy shit. I've been sitting here flooding out for like many turns in a row. Come on. The auto mod was able to catch the fucking one thing. Why wasn't it able to catch this? Ban. Really? When I'm in the middle of an important auto mod. Why do you have a 97% basic spam? Absolutely gonna double block. Block the token. Monstrous Rage would be at the double block. If you can kill both my creatures, trigger. I trigger. That's unfortunate. But now I'm going to drain you for 2 in the game. Do you have a life gain spell? So we got through all of that. All the unfortunate RNG and miserable timer stuff. And our prize, 2,500 gems, 6 packs, and 2 play-in points. So let's open up those 6 packs, and then I think I'm going to start getting ready for dinner. I've got drafted battle. Conductor and a Pongify. Mythic Rare Wild Card, hell yeah. Flusterstorm and Great Hall of the Biblioplex. Flusterstorm is super cool. extrapolating. Alright, so that'll end this video. As for the stream, I think we might keep it going a little longer. I just need to take an extended break for a couple of things.